What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Texas Gamer here, and today we're back in another Tiny Sellers World Stories videos. Today we are diving into the MS Estonia and her story. Without further ado, let's get into the video. The MS Estonia was a passenger ferry that sailed between Estonia and Sweden, carrying over 2,000 people on its final voyage. It was a tragic event that shook the world, and its impacts is still felt today. On September 28, 1944, the ferry set sail from Tallinn in Estonia, bound for Stockholm, Sweden, but never reached its destination. In the early hours of the following morning, disaster struck. The ferry suddenly listed to one side, and despite efforts to save it, it sank in the Black Sea, taking the lives of 152 people with it. The tragedy sent shockwaves throughout the world. It remains one of the deadliest peacetime maritime disasters in history. MS Estonia was a symbol of freedom and connection between Estonia and Sweden, and its loss was deeply felt by both nations. The ferry was more than just a mode of transportation. It represented a connection between people, families, and friends. Its sinking was a tragedy that left a lasting impact on the lives of those affected by it. The Estonia was considered a modern and safe vessel with a good safety record. But something went terribly wrong on that fateful night. The investigation into the sinking was one of the most expensive and complex in maritime history, and it raised more questions than answers. There are many theories surrounding the sinking of the MS Estonia, and the lack of concrete evidence has led to a plethora of conspiracy theories. Some point to poor maintenance, while others claim that the ferry was carrying a heavy load of contraband, and there was those who believe it was a deliberate act of sabotage. Of those most controversial aspects of the sinking is the role of the Estonian and Swedish governments. Some have accused them of covering up the true cause of the disaster, while others claim that they were negligent in their oversight of the ferry's operations. Lack of transparency in the investigation has only fueled speculation and theories. The official report on the sinking points to a combination of factors, including poor design, inadequate maintenance, and a lack of safety protocols. However, many experts have disputed these findings, claiming that they don't fully explain the extent of the disaster. The sinking of the MS Estonia has also raised questions about the safety of passenger ferries in general. How could such a tragedy occur on a supposedly modern and safe vessel? What measures could have been taken to prevent it? These are the questions that have haunted the maritime industry for decades. Despite the many investigations and inquiries, this exact cause of the sinking remains a mystery. Many experts believe that we may never know the full truth, and that the MS Estonia will remain one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time. On that fateful night, many people witnessed the tragedy unfold. Some were on board the ferry, while others watched from the shores as the vessel went down. Their eyewitness accounts are harrowing and provide a glimpse into the chaos and panic that ensued. The rescue efforts were hampered by bad weather and the remote location of the disaster. Despite the heroic efforts of the rescue team, many lives were lost. The survivors were left to pick up the pieces, struggling to come to terms with the tragedy they witnessed. The aftermath of the sinking was marked by a series of investigations and inquiries. The Estonia and Swedish governments launched their own probes, as the international organizations such as the International Maritime Organization. However, the results were inconclusive, and many remain unanswered. In the following years that followed, there were several attempts to salvage the wreckage of the MS Estonia, but they were met with resistance from the Estonian government. The wreck was eventually declared a protected site, and any further salvage attempts were banned. One of the most compelling theories about the sinking of the MS Estonia is the bow door theory. According to this, the ferry's bow door was left open, allowing water to flood into the vehicle deck. This would have caused the ferry to list and eventually sink. However, many experts have disputed this theory, claiming that it doesn't fully explain into the extent of the disaster. Another theory is that the ferry was carrying a heavy load of military equipment, which shifted during the voyage, causing the ferry to capsize. This theory has been disputed by the Estonian government, which claims that the ferry was not carrying any military cargo. The sinking of the MS Estonia has a lasting impact on maritime safety regulations. In the aftermath of tragedy, the International Maritime Organization implemented new safety protocols, including regular inspections and safety drills. As we delve deeper into the mystery of the MS Estonia, it becomes clear that the tragedy was a complex web of events and circumstances. The exact cause of the sinking may never be known, but one thing is certain: it was a tragedy that will be remembered for generations to come. This MS Estonia was a tragedy that shook the world, and its impact is still felt today. The lack of answers has only fueled the speculation and theories. It remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time. In conclusion, the MS Estonia was a tragedy that was remembered for generations to come. It's a reminder of the importance of safety at sea and the need for transparency in the face of tragedy. So, what do you think really happened to the MS Estonia? Do you have any theories or questions about the tragedy? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about maritime disasters or unsolved mysteries, be sure to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.